cash flow grinding, popping in and winding. Her body got a mind of its own. She been getting over like a shotgun, bullet in the chamber. Baby girl is out of control. She going in like a scuba diver, hot like a forest fire, sexy like you wouldn't believe. She says she want me bad. I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. It'll be my pleasure, girl, to sweat out your weave. La 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 la. Okay, this is what it feels like in the spotlight. La la, baby, bumping bodies all night in the spot. She's like a spaceship walking. Fellas, stop talking.
Welcome back to another episode of JB Saltwater Fisher Friends. We're back here at Eddie's house, taking a look at the 220. You can see 6 foot long, 24 deep, and about, what is it, 24 tall? 30 tall. As you can see, there's been lots of growth and improvement. We're currently using what is it, Red Sea Pro Salt, and we've added lots more SPS to the tank. There's a whole different variety in the tank right now. The polyps that we originally put in here have lots of growth. We have a couple different colors of scalenias to provide some eye candy. The fish array is mainly Anthias, and then we have an Atlantic blue tang, which is still juvenile. That's why he is still yellow. He only has the blue on his rim. We have some Yuma sitting in the dirt, in the sand. Then you have your war corals, some polyps, and one of my favorite, acan, which is off the ground, utilizing a piece of rock, of live rock, and it's just growing massive. It has nowhere else to go. There's many different types of corals in the tank, just to give you guys a side view, just to see how lovely it looks straight across the tank. We have 2 MP40s on it. We have a Lobo in the corner here, a couple of Monty Pour as well, Red Monty. We got the Gulf Purple Bonsai behind all these Anthias that are swimming all over the place. Right next to that is a Strawberry Shortcake, and then we have multiple array of other types of stags that have been recently added and being colored up. Overall, I do have to say that the AI souls, which we have 6 AI souls, the whites, the regular version on here, and they're doing a tremendously healthy job with the corals. As you can see, everything is growing tremendously and taking over like wildfire, from every single type of polyps to the acans, to even the rock anemone up top here, who's been in his spot and has never moved ever since he's been placed. You can see the different array of corals that we have in here, from the green star polyp to the clove polyps to just another Lobo, which is hidden right under here. I don't know if you guys can see the color on that thing, but it's amazing, and it's even shaded by this massive tree of Duncans. I mean, these have to be the biggest Duncans I've ever seen in my life. The only thing is that this is a branching, and the stems don't grow as fast, but the heads are just ridiculously big. It looks like some flowers you would give your wife on Valentine's Day. So maybe that'd be the next idea. Instead of buying her some flowers, get her some Duncans. But you can go through here. You can see the sponge god is just covered. You don't even see any parts of the green. It's just covered. We have the Monties up top. We have the Kelly green back there, which is one of my favorite corals. You have the orange mushrooms all the way in the back up top, which are looking nice and lovely. There's a branching Hydnophora right next to it, and we have a couple different, like this what is that, the paw, whatever paw, I'm trying to remember the name. Anyways, I'll come back to that. You have your large mushrooms, you have your frillies here, you have your sun polyps. We have the orange, the yellow, and the black all the way in the back. All of them seem to open and do pretty well. I noticed the yellows and the blacks open up during the daytime, and the oranges open up when the lights are completely off, so you don't really get the full experience. But other than that, we have magicians and several other different polyps. I mean, you could just see how everything is just fully open and nice and healthy. And we even have some stragglers back here, like mushrooms and polyps that are just growing in the real corner. There's a couple fish hiding in the side here, like the mandarin, which is right there. And then you have another Anthias here, which I think is a bicolor that's hiding out. But I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Overall, this tank was set up not too long ago. I know you guys took the ride with me when we were setting this up, and we made the first video, which was a while back. So this is going to be the update. I'm gonna try to do an update for this tank at least once every month or every 2 months, depending on my time. I've had some constraints recently, being the fact that I'm doing a couple other different tanks, which hopefully I could get some video out on or whatever. But I just wanted to show you guys what a true mixed tank can look like. I mean, you can get away with a lot. I mean, you have SPSs mainly at the top, you have polyps at the bottom, and then you have different arrays of other types of soft corals at the bottom, like your scalemias, you know, all the way across the bottom, like your recordias, like your polyps and your acans and your Duncans. So you can have a mixed tank without an issue. One thing you will notice is that this tank does not have any leathers in it, unlike my tank, which I do have like 2 leathers in it. I know I haven't made a video of the Spartan lately, but it is looking quite spiffy. What happened is I did the rock work, which I should make a video to let you guys vote on. I wasn't truly happy with it, so I wanted to redo it before I made a video and get a professional photographer in there to take some pictures. You know, I'd say this is one of my best works, and you can see the different inclines from the rocks. You can see in the rockscape itself where it goes deep, it breaks off. I mean, there's different types of ups and downs and cliffs and hang-offs and drop-off points. I mean, and everything just fits into its place. So I mean, it's a real nice look. And there's not too many rocks, so we'll go across the bottom so you guys can see. There's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces that hold this entire rockscape up, and everything is see-through. I mean, that way the fish can swim through the bottom. It also happens in the center of the tank, straight across the middle, where you have depths that go from front to back, where you can see clearly from the front to the back. And then the same thing happens at the height of the tank at the top. So, like I said, you guys can tell me what you think. And as far as the sump goes, not too much going on here. I mean, it's like the KISS method. We have the 2 reactors. We have the Fosgard pellets in one reactor and the other one shut off. We usually put carbon in there, but recently the tank hasn't really truly needed carbon. The water has stayed pristine for the most part. The only thing is the calcium has dropped to like 400, like as of yesterday. So we had there was an addition of calcium to bump the parameters. Maybe we can try using Calcwalser to bump it on a daily basis, but that's something we're going to look into in the future. The UV is still doing fine. The Diablo protein skimmer is working outrageously, and I mean, as you can see, there was an addition of mangroves at the bottom, which is doing well also. And then we have the rocks at the bottom of the tank. But overall, I'd say the only thing needed to be done to this tank that hasn't been done yet is the Apex update that I haven't gotten around to doing. Another thing that we did is we got rid of the loud pumps. There's a Mac Drive 18 right here, which is running the tank, and I think that's a Mac Drive 5 that runs the two outlets, or it's a Mac Drive 5 that runs the two reactors. So overall, once we do have all the doors on, I just took it off for the video, but once all the doors are on, you really don't hear much. So that's the greatest thing about the tank. But if you wanted to take the two center doors off, as you can see, then you don't really see the equipment. You just see the Refugium for the most part, in case you want to have an addition of fish or anything like that at the bottom. Sometimes we utilize it for quarantine certain type of fish, like there was a butterfly, a long-nosed butterfly that we had down there. Another new addition is a starfish right here. Which is doing pretty well. There was two of them in here. One of them surpassed to its time. But another little nice addition is, not sure if you can see that or how it's looking, but I guess it looks kind of fuzzy. But that is the Sunset Montipora. But everything looks like it's doing pretty well. The coloration is tremendously nice, and overall I'd say I have to give this tank a 8, because if he stops adding shit, then it'll grow, and then we'll have it at a 10. But Eddie likes to always put in new stuff every single day, so we'll see how it works out. As far as the lighting, the change that we did to lighting is that we hung it from the roof now. So now you have all of the lights on a hanging from the roof, and it's 6 of them, and the whites, it's 2 whites to 1 blue. Like I said, the whites are set to 40%, the blues are set to 85, and as you can see, everything is doing well. I have to say I'm pretty impressed by the AIs or whatever. As far as the Radions, we're only utilizing one right now, and that's on my 30 gallon. So we're testing it out, and hopefully it works out pretty good. If it doesn't, then I already know. I'm pretty sure, like I've already told myself, I'll probably just order 6 AIs, the whites, the original ones, since the price went down since they came out with the Vegas or whatever. Not that it really matters, it's just that the lights are doing the job or whatever. I've seen some other reviews that says these lights can't handle and they have to add stuff to it and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention the video where I saw it on, but it's a part of a 3-part series thus far, and they were saying how the lights weren't doing this justice. So I figured I'd drop this video to oppose that one, to show that yes, these lights can grow and will grow almost anything you put in there. You just have to be quite selective on what you put in there, and you have to be quite selective on how you take care of your system. One thing you don't see in this system is bio balls. There's no bio balls in here. This is as we run the system. We have a skimmer, very strong skimmer, that does the job. We have the Refugium, and then we have the mangrove, which is a recent addition. It's not something that's been there permanently, and some chaetomorpha. Other than that, that's about it. I mean, the tank is doing overall fantastic. I'd say 75% of this rock came from the originally from the 150 that was set up, that we had set up, and then and we added maybe 3 major pieces, which was this one right here, this one right here, and then there's the other one going across the center. But other than that, that was it. I mean, it wasn't nothing that was super time consuming or that took years to put up. I mean, as you guys know, this tank has been running possibly for just a couple of months, and you can see the difference if you go back and look at the old video. So you can tell that, you know, with a little ingenuity, you can get whatever you want done on your tank. I mean, don't let the reviews of some people stop you because, you know, they're supposed to be experts and it's just because they don't know how to run the tank correctly. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, anybody who objects to that can. I mean, I'm not stopping you. You can do whatever you want. But overall, I must say that this tank does look amazing, and I'll back up just so you guys can get an overview shot, so you can see all the lights, the way it's set up completely top to bottom, and that this tank is fantastic. And I'm pretty sure the owner is proud of it, and I am too, for it working out and being one of the best tanks that I've ever worked on. So I'd like to say shout out to every new subscriber that I've gotten in these last couple months, even though I haven't been posting, and shout outs to all the dedicated subscribers. I met a couple recently, like Ralph. You know, he lives in Miami. I'm actually helping him out with his tank. I'll probably do a video on that, so big shout outs to Ralph. If you watch this video, give me a thumbs up, man. So peace. Take As you guys can see, this is just the lights and lightning mode. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I do enjoy watching this when it does happen. I guess I made it to his house right on time, so you guys get to enjoy it along with me. Just some of the benefits of having AI souls.